The sports hit list, ladies and gentlemen, post WrestleMania 36. Carl, the chosen one, Coulange, alongside TK the Tank, Tom Kenny's here. Zach Droll. Zach, I forgot the outlaw.
The outlaw.
Zach, right?
Yep.
Dave, what's your nickname again?
The True King.
The True King. And we have Mike. What's your nickname again?
I don't know. Zach gave me the Hitman?
No, the analyst.
All right.
The analyst.
So we had a little predictions going on. If you guys have been seeing, we've been hyping this up. Thank you for watching and supporting. Now we're doing the first ever official social distance hit list Zoom for post WrestleMania. So thank you guys for joining me. So let's start with Zach. Overall, what were your thoughts of both nights?
Night one was better than night two, 100%.
Okay.
Like it was way better than what it should be.
All right. Tom, what did you think?
I mean, it had its ups and downs. It was a weird WrestleMania. I didn't like the Boneyard match. I didn't like the Firefly Funhouse match. I thought night two did have some better matches. I thought Edge Orton dragged on, but I thought the women's match, Charlotte versus Ripley, best on night two. Rollins Owens, best on night one. Those are the two WrestleMania matches. Everything else was kind of like to me.
Okay, Dave, what did you think?
I thought it was enjoyable for what it was, for what it is. It was enjoyable. The Firefly Funhouse match, I could have probably been good without. I probably think that should have been an actual match. Like, I get what they was trying to go for, but I would have been better if there was a real match. And with Rhea losing the title, I'm kind of disappointed. And even with Shayna losing her match, I'm kind of disappointed in that too.
All right. Mike, what did you think?
Night one was better, way better. I mean, would you believe me if I told you that my hair was actually fixed before I came on here? After watching night two, I just completely lost. The ending was just so bad.
No, you know what? The ending with Brock and Drew, I thought Brock would have retained. I thought it was too predictable in two back-to-back years to have two championships change hands, but it happened back-to-back years. So, and the match was just a matter of the best of the finishers between the F5 and the Claymore kick. So that's all it really was. I mean, it was really who can outlast each other's finisher. I thought what Tom said was true. The opening match between Ripley and Charlotte was the match of the night for part two. Part one, the match of the night was the AJ, like as far as match concern quality, it was AJ. It was not AJ, I'm sorry. It was Kevin Owens. Look at TK's face. It was Kevin Owens versus Beth. But I will say the graveyard match was different. I mean, it was kind of cool to see it in that predicament. I understand TK's perspective, but it was different to see the old Undertaker come into the graveyard. You know, AJ Styles came into the hearse. You know, him going on top and striking with the fire. Him coming behind AJ and getting out the grave. Clearly, we knew it was cut. But given the circumstances, I thought it was different. The Bray one, I really didn't get. That one completely just threw me off completely. I didn't understand why they went that perspective, going with the NWO. It didn't make any sense. And it's kind of like what Dave was saying in our chat. When we saw Titus O'Neil's reaction, it was kind of like, what was that? You know, so overall, I was still entertained. And I thought they did the best. And again, given the circumstances, they did their best they could. You know, they did the best they could to entertain for 2 days, not just one, but two. Especially, we know WrestleMania is supposed to be a whole weekend, but because they did it in 2 days, given what was going on, I give them props.
Now, I have a question, Carl. What do we do about this? Hold on, I need to throw up my background.
Listen,
I think you should throw that out.
Okay, so
everyone knows it. Everyone knows
let's explain to the fans what happened. What happened was we made a predictions card, and Zach has the predictions championship. Wait, say that again?
Nothing. You go, Carl.
I said, Zach, I was trying to explain to people what it was. It was a predictions championship that Zach created, and every time there's a pay-per-view, we take predictions. TK and Zach tied. What was your score, guys?
I think I won. I think I won.
You won, but yet you changed your prediction to Daniel Bryan.
I didn't change my prediction. That was all fallacy. Zach
really. I'll show the chat logs. I'll show the chat logs.
Okay, listen. So officially,
I believe I am the true champion, and I will take.
They're not going to stop.
Thank you, Zach.
Listen, officially it was a tie. So, Zach, what was the final score?
Officially,
I believe it was 13-13.
No, 13 to 4. You guys have 4, right?
No, it was 13-3 for both of us.
So 13-3 for the both of you guys. Now, from my understanding, because it's the inaugural, I think it should be vacant. It shouldn't be Zach.
Well, yeah, okay. You say it's the inaugural, but for the people who have like crossover from people who watched me, know that I finished off my run when I was doing the podcast as champion. So might as well.
He was trying to set me up. That's why he didn't want to guess predictions on the pre-show.
But now that you're on I understand what you did before.
Daniel Bryan under threat of my cat getting injured, which I wasn't about to miss.
Listen. I understand what you did before, but now that you're on the Hitless brand, it's a whole new different ballgame.
Yes,
but I'm also on the From Under the Ring brand. I'm still part of that.
Say it again. Let's get back to so now what happens overall? Okay, a 5 out of 10. I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate WrestleMania overall? Zach.
6.5.
6.5. Tom.
5.
Dave.
6.5.
6.5.
5.
5. I give it a 7. I love effort, man. I'm telling you, giving 7. Give that face a 7. They went on to put on a show. They risked their lives and they put on a show. People could have had the virus and they still went out and performed and they taped this stuff for us. All right, I'm giving it a 7. And that extra point that nobody else is giving is for effort. The fact that they still did it and they put on a show deserves some credit. More credit than people are giving. Because I'm hearing a lot of people criticizing it and they shouldn't be criticizing it at all. They shouldn't be criticizing what they did. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel.
Criticizing this faulty judgment about the title here, but
wait, hold on. Let me look. It's a 5 simply because so day 1 counts as a 5. Day 2, they completely ruined it. I'm sorry. That's it. It's just come on.
Okay, so now
I thought Aleister Black versus Bobby Lashley over-delivered. I thought that was a good finish to that match. I thought that match was fine.
Oh, yeah,
and it kind of created a little bit of storyline between Lana and Bobby because she kind of told him what to do and he did it and he ended up losing. So maybe there's a little rift in the marriage there.
Finally, the heel looks stupid, not the babyface. That's great to me.
Yeah, and then I also love the Otis ending was great. We all love that. That was a great.
Otis is my spirit animal.
Can I be Otis?
Everyone wants to be Otis, right? All right, so where do you go from here in terms of heading into what's supposedly supposed to be Money in the Bank, and we don't know what's going on? Where do we head from here in terms of storylines? Where do we see Drew being champion? Who does he feud with next? Do we see some new feuds? Are we still going to continue some feuds? What do we see overall?
Honestly, I think you'll see new feuds for both heavyweight champions. I don't think Goldberg or Brock Lesnar is going to come through with all this COVID-19 when they don't really need to. So if they do Money in the Bank, you should see new feuds for that. Other than that, there's some things they might continue. I can see them continuing Daniel Bryan, Sami Zayn, stuff like that, some of the mid-card stuff. But heavyweight titles, we should see something completely different if it happens.
I think they might do Seth, Owens, and Drew for a triple threat at Money in the Bank.
If they even have Money in the Bank, that's
yeah.
Dave, what do you think is going on post-Mania?
Post-Mania is looking very interesting. I'm honestly thinking Seth Owens to Drew. That's not a bad idea, but they're saving Seth because they want to do Seth versus Drew at SummerSlam. So they're not gonna put Seth back inside the title picture. If anything, maybe we might see Owens and Drew, or maybe because they're both baby faces that are very over at the moment, maybe we'll see Owens feud for one of the mid-card titles. Because remember, Andrade still has the United States Championship. Only reason why he didn't compete tonight was because he is injured, apparently. So there's still so they might put the U.S. title maybe on Owens, or they might continue the stuff with Andrade, Humberto Carrillo, Rey Mysterio.
Which is overdone.
Yeah, and then
Mike, love that. Let's get more Rey Mysterio on our TV, just for fun.
Mike,
so I want to make things clear. I read this on the internet, and I don't think Roman is going to come back anytime soon. So don't expect Roman to be a part of Money in the Bank. To be honest, with Money in the Bank, I don't think there's going to be one Money in the Bank. Actually, 2 Money in the Bank ladder matches. SmackDown Women's title and the Raw WWE title. But then that's pretty much it. Everything's a free-for-all. At this point, I don't know what they're going to do with feuds, to be frank, quite honest, because this COVID-19 has thrown everything off. So to this point, it's unpredictable.
Right.
I mean, we'll
And
see
the other
what
thing
happens.
too is, and as I was saying, the Orlando Performance Center is shut down. You know,
Yes.
so I mean,
Yes.
they can't, and that's why they had to tape Mania and they pre-taped Raw. So it's interesting to see what they do moving forward with SmackDown. So I'm kind of intrigued to see what happens this coming week with SmackDown.
Yeah. Apparently, SmackDown hasn't been taped yet, so that one's up in the air still.
All right.
Yeah, nothing will be
Well,
live until April 9th.
Well, thank you guys for joining me on the first ever Hit List Zoom. Please make sure to tell the fans to check out. Fans, please check us out. Sports Hit List. We're everywhere on the on social media, Instagram, Sports HL. Please follow us, like, share, subscribe, comment. Zach, you want to throw a shout out to your podcast?
Subscribe to the From Under the Ring podcast on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter at FUTR_podcast, and that's about it.
All right.
And free my title. Get me my title.
And I'm sure we'll be doing more
I
Zooms.
want my
I'm
title.
sure we'll be doing more Zooms like this until social distance, but it's also good to, even when we get back to normal, we can still do one after a pay-per-view just to get the word out about what's going on. I think it's
Right.
all right, everyone can say sign off. Mike, the Outlaw.
See you guys.
Mike is not the outlaw.
Mike is not the outlaw. I'm sorry.
No, not the outlaw.
Mike is the analyst.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The
I'm
analyst.
How dare you?
Look, I know. I'm
offended.
sorry. I'm sorry. Don't kill me. I'm sorry.
All right, until next time, guys.
All
See
right.
you. Thank you. All right.
Dave.
Yo, what's up? It's been real. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you follow Sports Hit List on all our social media and all that fun stuff.
TK.
You've heard all them say follow the media, and that's true. But make sure you get me my title. I want my title, and I will get it. I will get it. Outlaw, Zach, Outlaw. That's not your title. You're a paper champion. I will come back. TK the Tank's gonna make his comeback. He's gonna grab his title. You have no chance, Zach.
And Zach, the outlaw, the original outlaw, the only outlaw.
Yeah, the only
The only
outlaw, the
with
original
fake title
outlaw.
is my
The
title.
person that's a fake title, but you know what? There might be a real title coming soon.
All
That
right.
is the title. That's the title I want. You're the fake paper champion. I'm the real champ.
Oh,
Thank you
God.
guys for joining me on this Zoom, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.
The man threatens cats.